Hello there and welcome back to Europa Universalis 4 where I'm playing as Persia. It is 1748 and I'm about to declare war on Hormuz, hopefully, to finish them off once and for all. They will bring in Delhi and Hadramaut as allies. That doesn't really bother me. I can't bring in any of my allies unfortunately, but I don't think they'll be needed. And I might use the nationalism war goal. And we'll make the goal... What's their best province? Kyrgyzstan. Let's make that my war goal. Okay. Actually, Delhi. Who are Delhi's allies? Nogai and Hormuz. What I might do, I might make Delhi a co-belligerent. So they can bring in Nogai, which doesn't really bother me. And I can take more of their land. So, without further ado, let us go to war again. Got them the wrong way around, that's okay. Will Nogai join the war? No, they have not. Oh, hang on. Well, I'm at war with Vijayanagar. How did that happen? Oh, Russia's prepared to help out. Vijayanagar? That's a bit unfortunate. That was unexpected. And unwelcomed. Let's go. Did Nogai join? Yes, I have. Let's go finish off Nogai in one go. Oh, well, at least I can call in Russia if I need to. Obviously, I hope I don't have to. But that has definitely caught me off guard. Not in a good way. Profiteering in Hafar. The citizens of Hafar have grown tired of the local influence of greedy Ardabili merchants. They claim are using unfair advantages to outcompete local businesses. They demand that we step in to limit the influence of foreign traders on the area and reaffirm the privileges of our own merchants and artisans. If we don't act, they might take matters into their own hands. So we must protect our trade. Hormuz is almost done. Warriors do not read books. With the war taking the focus of every capable and productive person in the nation, there is a lot less time for the frivolous activities of musicians and poets. Even the best of poets is no better than a soldier than a common farmer. No. What? There's a stability. For what? Two of a kind. Most queens accept their limited power and devote their lives to various pastimes and their families, but not Razia. She's genuinely interested in all ins and outs of the governmental matters. Over the years, she has befriended many great thinkers, politicians, and diplomats. Among them is one of the most well-known statesmen, with whom she has spent a lot of time with as of late. Now, Queen Razia has asked us to make the statesman an offer, claiming that he would make a much better advisor than the statesman, Muhammad Kodabanda Dalwand we currently employ. Well, considering I think she recommended Muhammad, who's already half price, I think we'll just ask Ask Muhammad to work harder. Yeah, I'm not sure what Delhi's army is like, but they've definitely got lots of troops. I'm copying losses. Okay. This might require a bit more of a joint effort. You know what? Let's bring Russia into this war. Okay, I can get Nagai out. Let's start with that. Sue Nagai for peace. You know what? Let's give Nagai to Russia. No, Russia does not want it. Ah, there goes that idea. Should have given it to Kiev if I knew that. Oh, at least they're out of the war. Give me another army to spare. Actually lost a whole army. They stack wiped me. Can you believe that? Actually lost 2 whole armies. It's outrageous. I've underestimated my enemies in this war. Again, I'm not sure why Vijayanagar even joined in. I hope I catch this group out, because they've got no general. Playing the courts. While the Shafi school is the officially sanctioned school of the High Imamate, there are many courts and qadis throughout our lands, and all 4 of the schools of faith are deemed appropriate for civil procedures. This means that to some extent it is possible to play the courts by bringing a case before a qadi of a school considered more likely to give a beneficial ruling to a specific case. An entrepreneuring merchant in Ardakan has become so good at this that it has angered not only the local population and his business competitors, but also the local governor. There's not much we can do about this without making inroads into the privileges of the ulema. Let us ensure this man is dealt with. Okay, I got 1 victory at least. There's another one. Alright, let's get on the front foot a little bit, shall we? Now, I do need to replace one of these. 18 to 10. Let's get that started. There's basically 1 army there, so I can merge them together. Mystics and storytellers. Many among the Ulema would question the great influence that storytellers have over the life of common men. The traditional hero stories of our people are centuries old, but they risk making a cult out of seriously distorted fates of historical figures. A prominent cleric in Armenia have taken a strong stand against storytellers of the realm, and cautions that religious scholars of the past have warned that obsessive listening to stories could lead to false worship. Let's just continue the move towards legalism. I don't want to move too far. I want to get a nice defensive spot. So these two provinces are. Let's get this third army back. The High Mum is a sinner. We've got a replacement army forming together at the moment. Where's Russia? They're not overly helping at the moment. They're still fighting in Scandinavia, I guess. Once they finish that, I'm sure they'll send the troops down. Hopefully. Let's get Ardabil to take that province there. I'm going to try and catch this army out. Okay, hopefully cut off these reinforcements. Okay, I'm starting to inflict some losses now. On them, that is. Which is a good position to be in. This army is ready to come up and reinforce these guys. Smugglers are running rampant. People are finding lots of ways of getting around paying taxes and fees on moving goods. This is cutting into our income, but stopping it would cost quite a bit in the short term. That would cost a bit. Let's just let them run rampant. I don't want to cop a loan, especially during war. So there's more big groups. Russia's finally getting involved, so I can push my guys up a little bit. Okay, they're forcing a retreat. I want to see if I can't catch these guys. No, they're coming up here. Where's that backup army? There they are. Go and support my Russian allies. Oh, didn't need to in the end. Oh, I lost a general. Got a spare, luckily. Impertinent demands. The pressures we put on our vassals may seem reasonable in the capital, but some demands are seen as insults by the petty crowns who have taken under our protection. Negotiation of terms will take a little longer than anticipated. Slows down annexation, which is not good timing. Okay, looks like I've got this war back under control. Just need a couple of good battles. Private contractors. So many events lately. Due to the lack of permanent structures, many armies rely on private contractors to provide everything from equipment to entire regiments. Usually these entrepreneurs receive a sum in advance that they can use then to procure what the army needs on short notice. This often works well to meet the swiftly changing needs of our troops during campaigns, but there are those that will take advantage of the system. As our armies in Hormuz advance deeper into enemy territory, there are increasing reports of corruption and unwarranted cooperation between our logistical officers and local entrepreneurs. If we are to maintain efficiency, we must root out these practices, but in the short run, we will risk disrupting the system even while we're fighting the corruption. This is probably the corruption. I have to let it be for a bit. Okay, let's actually push. Let's push into Delhi now, make some inroads, shall we? Still don't know how Vijayanagar got involved. Has me perplexed. Playing the courts. While the Shafi school is the officially sanctioned school of the High Imamate, there are many courts and qadis throughout our lands, and all four of the schools of the faith are deemed appropriate for civil procedures. This means that to some extent it is possible to play the courts by bringing a case before a qadi of a school considered more likely to give a beneficial ruling to a specific case. An entrepreneuring merchant in Hisn Kafar has come so good at this that it has angered not only the local population and his business competitors, but also the local governor. There is not much we can do about this without making inroads into the privileges of the ulema. We will ensure that this man is dealt with. Get some more loyalty from the ulema. Looks like this army is a bit stuck in two mines. No, oh, bloody Delhi. Send these guys down to help with that. Hope I win that. If I don't, oh, it's another big loss of troops. Help with the siege of the bigger buildings, shall we? Russia's still fighting Scandinavia, but luckily they give me some troops to play with, which is nice of them. What? Pretender rebels? Where? Is that what they're talking about? So those ones maybe. Yarkand Pretender rebels. They don't really interest me that much. Maybe they're trying to get this fort back under control. They've got a lot of troops still. Okay, another siege done. Catch this guy out. He's got a pretty good general, which is hurting. Russia's coming to help. Excellent. I think it was lucky I had Russia on hand for this war. I might have been in a bit of trouble. Might need help with these Pretender rebels, I think. They seem to be causing Yarkand some issues. Let's try and get another siege going. No, Russia took care of them. Who's this that wants out? Hormuz wants out, but I want more war score. Monopoly company formed. Crowns often granted trading companies the exclusive rights to traffic goods in a region. These monopolies were granted in exchange for a lump sum payment and continuing revenues from the traders. Considering I'm losing money because of the war, I might just take payment in full and get 2,000 ducats just to help finance what I'm doing here. Delhi want out. Let's decline that for now. So I think Delhi might be on the ropes a little bit. Then again, I don't really want much from Delhi. If I give this province to Yarkand, I can take those two. Can't take all their money. Get the war reps. Got a lot of little smaller nations, but I can't release them at the moment. But again, not really worried about Delhi. So I can give one province to Yarkand, take a few more for myself, get some war reps. That gets them out of the war. Now it's just Vijayanagar who rudely joined the war. What the hell am I going to do with them? Or do I try and peace out? No, I haven't got enough war score to peace out Hormuz to make it worthwhile. Depends how much more Russia's going to help me. Because Russia's still... Oh no, Russia finished their war with Scandinavia. And all their troops are hopefully coming my way. So I might as well push on with the war a bit more and see if I can't get Hormuz completely. That'll be next episode. Until then though, thanks for watching guys. Appreciate the support. Take care out there, and as always, hope to see you next time.